Welcome back. It's the Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox, and it is 1-1 Faze versus T1 Dodders. The Australians going up against the big boys from the US and matching them so far.
You know, I'm really impressed, and like I said, the S&D side of things for Australians is one of the things that they pride themselves on. So it's good that these guys did pick up the victory, and convincingly so, a 6-3 win. Now, it's a good thing, you know, it wasn't a 6-4, 6-5 sort of thing. So we'll see what these guys are going to do. It's going to be Freight Blitz up next. And
it is.
It's one of the harder maps to be sneaky on, I guess, because it's the middle part. You only got the middle part or you got blue room.
It's the doors. It's all about the doors on this map. People keep closing it off. People keep opening it up. That door just opens and closes the entire game. And, you know, it's a lot about aggression on this map. You need to pin them in. You try to get the spawn traps on. You try to relay those flags. And then if you don't, you try and trade it away. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams actually try and face off against each other. I mean, T1 are going to be riding really high right now.
Of course they are, and you know, hopefully they get off to a good little start here. Quickly cycling through the players there. We see SMGs, I think, for every single person here in this game, and rightly so. You go Freight, not a very big map. MTAR will do the job. Stay on for Vector. Interesting to see. I think most of the players, though, do have the MTAR. I don't think I saw a Vector there at all.
I think I saw one. There we go. Damage has got one.
Good to see someone's keeping it alive, and these guys are going to get off to hopefully a nice little start here in this first half of Blitz. Of course, Blitz is a two-half game, 5 minutes each, and then you do switch sides. So don't think it's just 5 minutes and then that's game to the match, because it'll keep going as these guys get set. The first capture, I'm thinking, will be in Faze's favour, but who knows? T1 could be a bit sneaky.
We could. Classic picks up one straight away. On board with Chilean still. He's managed to pick up a kill, though. Damage takes it as well. And now you can actually see him being so aggressive here. Chilean's gone through red. It looks like he's gone all the way around the back, the spawn. He might be able to get in if he's quick.
I did pick Faze for the first cap, but T1 entering right back there.
So now Chilean goes down right off the replay now. Damage on board with him. Let's see what he can do. It looks like he's just trying to make sure his house is clean before he moves out. But it doesn't matter. His teammate cleans it up. And now let's see what Damage can do moving forward. I think he saw somebody there, or at least been called out. Bullets, he gets tagged up as well. Both teams now finding their feet after an aggressive start.
There's a player in front of Brewery there. You see Damage now coming up here on white tracks there at Green Carriage, but could not get over the railway tracks in the end. Chilean's now in front. White gets taken out by Classic as the Faze guys are pushing aggressively inside of Brewery. Now, JCap's inside there, and the counter is going down. They've got to pick up JCap. He sneaks on through at the same time, though. The scoreline now is 3-1 in favour of Faze. The Trident, the T1 guys are trying to push back across this map, but they're just struggling to get over that second half of the map, really. You know, every time they get to the railway tracks, it's getting shut down time and time again. So Faze's map control, I guess you could say, is really on par right now. Trident just need to, I think, slow it down a little bit and just get a bit of composure about them before they try and get more captures in.
Jumping on board with replays as he pushes up top white. Let's see if he can continue to push forward. He does actually see somebody there. He should just, no, he's going to sneak. He's going to go for the sneak. Doesn't even worry about it. Tries to pick up the kill as he walks in. Gets another one now. It's 4-1, but they're going to get done on the respawn there. Izzy picks up two. He's trying to lock them down. Let's jump on board with that man as he's going to get another one there. He's going to get the fourth. No, shut down before he could do it. But he does enough work to give his team the advantage here. They're now pushing.
So there for Izzy, it was glowing red, proved he finished him off. But here they come now, and it's a nice little aggressiveness from that T1 side that we saw during the domination match, and now again here during Blitz. They're being pretty aggressive and being up in the face of this Faze squad, and hopefully it'll work out for them. Now, it's only a 2-capture game, so that's not much. There's pretty much nothing right now in that regard. You know, you need a fair few captures to get a semi-decent lead here in Blitz. But they're just running a fair bit and proved. Nice little two-piece there as he sees these guys challenging. JCap now waiting for the player to jump. There it is, but Izzy comes in on top. Sadly, Classic takes him down, and still a 2-point game.
Yeah, Izzy keeps doing that. He keeps trying to lock that in, but he doesn't have the teammates there to back him up so they can just actually focus on Izzy and take him out. I think if you get 2, maybe 3 players there with him, then it's going to be a good time for Izzy. He should be able to hold it down and enough of a distraction that Faze will be on the back foot. But currently 5-3, it's not anywhere but close at the moment.
You know, I think T1 need to try blue room a bit more. They're going for a lot for over the tracks, and it's just not working for them. They're struggling there. And you'll see right now, Replays just wall banging away at that door, trying to figure out and fire, but there it is there. Denson Dempsey's the double D combo coming out in full force. Chilean's helping him out as well. Classic now comes in, hip firing inside of Owens. One player up top. Dempsey shuts him down. It's a 1-point game. T1 are right here on this point as well. Oh, can't get down there, sadly. Denz is still trying to fight and alive as Pro circles inside. Did see a player at the right-hand side coming in behind him, though, as T1's being fairly aggressive now during this last 2 minutes of the first half.
However, it's going to go all square now at 5-5. Proof he's going to trade that one away, though, and it's going to be 6-5 back in the advantage of Faze. Now let's see what they can do. Proof once again trying to push forward with his team. Both teams now vying for map control. Proof picks up 1 kill, does get taken down and reply though on board with Classic. Let's see how he's going to go to one. Goes straight round, takes down Dens, and he should just walk this one home.
Yeah, nice shots there by Classic. You know, Dens was in that little bit of a head glitch spot behind the power box, but still managed to pick up the kill there. So a 2-point game has come down to once again 7-5, 1 minute 15, still on that clock to go. Classic now on a 4-point streak, gets shut down there by Dens after he picks up Chileans though. Izzy just thinking he may have saw someone spinning around, putting some shots every which way, as both their teammates picking up a kill each. But sadly, JCap shutting him down as well. And Chileans back in his spawn line. These guys just can't get in there inside of Owens. Big knife out from Damage. Can't get the 2-piece and get the point though.
Didn't manage to get it here, and it does look like it's going to be 7-5. And Faze just able to push out every single time that T1 kind of come in. They look a lot more confident on the defense than T1 Dodders do.
Definitely.
Now, Classic is going to be sneaky here. He's going to just be very, very careful. Oh, sees one. Oh, doesn't manage to get that one, though.
No, sadly he could not. Damage, and now Dan's both pushing out here. There goes one shots out. Chilean picks up one. Dan picks up the J-Cap. Big 2-piece there on Chilean, and Dan's gets the third on Izzy as well. So a great work here. It's a 3-player down there for a moment. It's a 2-point game right now as they make it a 3-point game. As they say that, though, as that point goes in on the crosshair. I believe it was J-Cap. 8-point streak right now to his name, and looking to do more damage.
So now Classic just holding it down. I don't think they even want really another one here. Although they are pushing in very, very aggressively here. J-Cap going to go up top. Classic going to go underneath, going over the knee side, but J-Cap walks in anyway.
Nice time.
I eat my own words there, as it will now be a 4-point game. No one's going to be able to get in enough time. And there we go. Faze go in with the advantage into the second half.
Yeah, it was great timing right there at the end by J-Cap and Classic, I think it was. You know, they both went for the point at the same time, allowing at least one of them to push on through at least and get that point in. So a 4-point game. It was at least a 2-point game for majority of that first half, that first 5 minutes, but 4 points, you know, it's only 30.1 seconds, I guess, if you think about it. So it's not that much in regards to captures. T1's still very much alive in this. And, you know, scoreline-wise, look at that scoreline. T1 are doing fairly well in that regards for KDs, I guess, if you look at it like that.
They certainly are. Now, let's jump on board with who's going big at the moment. It's Classic doing well. And now he's just trying to hold this one down. He's actually going to shut the door. He's going on the defense. So let's jump on board with someone being a bit more aggressive. There's someone underground. It's going to be Replays.
Replays coming
he
up.
might actually get an early cap here.
Yeah, coming out of that blue room, being very sneaky and working out very well for him. You know, I said that before. T1 didn't utilise that blue room enough, in my opinion, and it sort of like hurt them a little bit in that regards. Oh, it fails the knife. It gets picked up by Dens for it as well. 2 players down from each team here for the moment as they push on inside of Brewery, looking to get a capture down. They've got one in so far. It was 10-6, of course, at the end of the first half. Both teams have already put a cap down here in the second.
Oh,
just
he's
like
coming right behind him.
Not about the kills, about the captures.
Surprised that guy didn't actually kill Classic then. But he decided just to go for the point and ignore it there. Classic even knew he was going to be behind him. But now they're going to go forward once again. It's a 3-point game as they go down on board with J-Cap now. He's going to try and hold down this train. He gets taken down as well.
Nice shots coming out from each teams at the moment, but the T1 guys being aggressive once again. Replays clean 2-pieces there on Dens, Damage, and Izzy, as they're coming across the map there. But once again, we see Faze's map control here in the middle part, and it's just showing, as they saw in the first half, it's showing again here in the second. They're just doing a lot more damage, and they're controlling the middle part of that map a lot more often. It's just struggling for T1 to try and come out and get across the map. It's a 4-point game. Just remember, at the end of the first half, it was a 4-point game as well. Both teams 2 captures in here during the second part. 3.5 minutes still to go, so you know, still plenty of time for both these teams. But right now, I think T1 just have to try and slay a little bit more.
Yeah, there we go. Chilean managed to pick up a kill.
As I say that, all blue on the screen.
They're going to try and push forward down. There's 4 points in it. They have plenty of time now. 3 minutes 16 left. Chilean now going to try and pick up a kill. He's being very, very patient here. Can he pick this one up? He does. Going to be hit by. There's going to be one more. No, denied before he can get in. Now Izzy is in the area. He might be able to make something here, but he's being sneaky.
You know, it's so sad.
He's going to take the kill. He does. He decides to be greedy for it, and that might have cost him.
No, just gets in. You know, it was great to see that it went on in as well. And, you know, you got to worry sometimes as well because you can capture and get killed at the same time. So you got to think you got to at least get those shots in early to guarantee yourself that kill. As we're getting closer now to the final quarter here of this blitz, it'll be 2.5 minutes and 15 seconds, and this is what it'll come down to. These guys, you'll see Izzy defending a little bit here. You know, it's something you sort of see at this point. You usually see that perhaps in the last 30 seconds of the match, but right now these guys are answering back. It's now a 2-capture game for T1. If T1 can get this blitz and get a lead in the series, they'll be so pumped in that domination.
They certainly will. And now Den's going to push forward once again. Let's see what he can do. Moving around. He's just managed to slip the net there. He has managed to get past. And Den's trying to get another kill on J-Cap. No, not able to do it. Duo coming and taking him down. Let's see who is up in for the next engagement. I'm just trying to find a good engagement going on. Chilean is actually up top. It's going to be a kill here. Proof managed to take him down. Should be getting into that one. It's going to be a 4-point lead now. It's still doable for T1 Dollars, but they've got to step it up.
Oh, they didn't do, 4 captures, 2 minutes left. T1, they've got it back to that 2 points before, but then they lost it again, and it just seems that Faze are really answering back for everything that T1 are applying right now in this Blitz. It was the same in the domination first half, a little bit in the S&D, but T1 just snuck away there in the end, and it was a nice little lead they put up. But right now, you'll see Classic up the top here of Owens defending, shutting down one. Knows there's no player at the back door there, though. Doesn't try and challenge it, but Damage will. He'll take him down, and they'll slow it down a little bit.
Did enough work for a teammate to get in,
yeah,
though.
Definitely.
And that is a 5-point game, and it's suddenly starting to look a lot worse for T1 Dollars. They almost started to claw it back in here, and now they realistically have about 35 seconds to try and do something.
I think Faze are sort of locking this in right now, that 5-point lead. It's 40.1 seconds T1 needs to be able to answer back for 5 captures. That's if they're on the point every single time. Chilean's 2-picks might help them here as they come on out. You're going to see now the T1 guys pushing across the mid part of that map, as is the Faze squad as well. Of course, they're crossing with maps and they're crossing with the shots, but they just can't pick it up and finish it off. Dan's finally off this respawn. Just don't have enough map gain and map control here, and it's going to really cost them. I don't think they're going to be able to do this in time. It's going to be too little too late, and I think Faze should be able to secure themselves a 2-1 series lead.
They can no longer win, but they can tie. They have to get a portal in the next 3 seconds, and they have to move very, very quickly. And it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it. As that ticks onto 40, that is going to be it. And that will mean Faze win map number 3. It's going to be 2-1 advantage Faze going into the domination.
Obviously T1, they're happy, I guess. It's not that much of a difference. 5 captures. They increased a little bit more here, the Faze guys, putting that final knife in the nail in the coffin, so to speak. But they're still going to see that game number 4, as we said, thanks to T1 picking up the S&D win before on Warhawk. So domination game number 2 will be up next. We'll see what these guys, obviously it was the second time we'll see domination is what I mean by that. But right, just like that, you see Faze still doing damage here at the end. Just laying around.
I thought he got that one, but JCat picked up the 2 pieces instead. They decided Faze decided to just really put this one out now completely.
Nice work indeed, all across the board there for the Faze squad. But still, good KDs, I guess. Chileans was at -11, but the rest sort of.
It did seem like T1 Dollars were being slightly outslayed.
Yeah. Towards the end there, in the second half.
That was a little bit for the difference.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they were just. Faze were winning more gunfights, and that just meant that T1 couldn't really be as aggressive as they wanted to. They started to pull it back, though. They started to win the trades. They started to come back into the game. They brought it down to 2.
Yeah.
And both of us sat there and looked at each other and went, this is very much doable now. Are we going to see kind of a Cinderella story? Will they take it? It was not to be.
I want to see a game number 5, just for that game number 5 S&D, round number 11. It's so great to see. I'd love to see it in these two teams, Faze and T1, obviously. Now, we did see Faze pick up game number 1 on domination. They're a 30, I think it's about a 25, 30-point win overall. Game number 2, it's the second time domination is going to be played between these two teams right now. But it'll be after the commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 4 in this best out of 5 series between Faze and T1 coming up next.